Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Am I audible and my just 1 minute? Let me save the screen. Am I audible and then screen is visible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So in our last lecture, we have finished the ER diagram, and you have practiced uh, hospital management and the bank management and all this thing. Uh, so definitely that question will be there in our exam. Now next unit, that is your relational query languages. So it includes structure of relational database, domains, relations, keys, different types of keys, and then the fundamental operators, and relational algebra queries, like we are doing the SQL queries in a laboratory session. Similar, you need to write down the relational algebra queries. So maybe one question will be there for relational algebra queries. Then tuple relation calculus, open source and commercial, DBMS. So first of all, as you know, this is known as the table. Just we called it table, but in a previous unit we have seen different types of data model. In that data model we have seen one data model, that is data model. So this is also known as the relation. So table is the relation. Now roll number, name, branch, semester and SPI, this is known as the column or attributes. And horizontal part, that is the row or tuples. So that you basic fundamentals that you know. So this is the attributes or title of a column, that is known as the attributes. So here we have 5 columns, and it is also known as the degree. Degree of that relation is known as the number of columns is equals to degree of column. So તમે કહેશો આ ક્યાં યુઝ થાય? In maybe 1 mark MCQ, 1 mark objective. So you need to remember degree of the relation. So it is the number of column. Next, it is the rows or tuples, or we can say that's records. So we are having a 7 rows, 7 tuple in a this relation, and it is also known as the cardinality, or we can say that number of tuples, number of row is known as the cardinality of that relation. Cardinality of that relation. Here it is not mapping cardinality. That is in here diagram. Here it is the cardinality of relation. That is the number of tuples. So it is 7. Now domain. Domain, it means it is a set of all possible unique values for a specific column. For example, in a branch attributes, branch column, you can see here in a branch all the possible unique, not repeated, only unique. It means CEIT. So here C is duplicated. So let's consider only unique value. So CEIT, EE, electrical, then mechanical and computer, it's a repeated. So domain of this branch attribute is CEIT, electrical and mechanical. So it is known as the domain, a set of all possible unique value. If we consider semester attributes, but it is only 3 semester. So what will be the domain of semester attributes? It is only 3. Okay. If we consider SPI attributes, so what will be the domain of SPI? Can anyone? What will be the domain of SPI attributes? You can type in a chat also. Let me see the chat. What will be the domain of SPI? Domain, it means all possible unique value for that specific column. It is known as the domain. What will be the domain of SPI? Type your answer into a chat. So yes, here it is 6, 7, 8, 9 is the domain of SPI attribute. And if we talk about the domain of roll number, then it includes all the values 101, 102, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, because it's a unique value. So it includes all this row. Now, structure of relational database. In short, relational database, it means table. So table is known as the relational algebra. Database object that holds a collection of data for a specific topic, that is known as the relation, or we can say that table. It consists of two things, rows and columns. So already we are aware with that thing. Column is known as the attribute. Attribute, it means the vertical part of a table, vertical component of a relation is known as the attribute or column. It has a specific name and specific data type. Data type, it means in a particular column we are able to insert only that type of data, that is the data type. For example, varchar2, decimal, integer, date, time, all this. And in a record, it's a horizontal part, horizontal component of a relation, which consists a sequence of values. Sequence of values, it means one or more columns of the table. So it is known as the record, row, or tuple. These all three are these synonyms. So database consists of a collection of relations, each having a unique name. It means table consists of what? Row and column. And database consists of what? Collection of different tables, which having a unique name. No duplication in a table name. So exercise for you. Yes.
સર ઓલું રેકોર્ડ પાછું સમજાવો ને.
હા સરસ. તું જાય તો રેકોર્ડ એટલે રો.
હું જાગેલો જ છું કે.
હા એટલે લેબમાં છેલ્લે 10 મિનિટ આપણે આવીએ, લેક્ચરમાં વહેલા આવી ગયા એ સારું કહેવાય. રેકોર્ડ એટલે
થેન્ક યુ સર.
થેન્ક યુ કહેવાની જરૂર નથી, તું તારું સંભાળ પહેલા. ડોન્ટ બી ઓવર સ્માર્ટ. રેકોર્ડ ઇટ મીન્સ રો ટપલ. આડું હોય એને રો કહેવાય. અહીંયા 101 તરુણ C38, that is one record. 106 Raj Amy 38, that is the one record. So horizontal part of that table, it is known as the row, and vertical part is known as the column. A basic concept છે જે ઓલરેડી આપણે ઘણા વખત યુઝ કરેલા છે, લેબમાં પણ આપણે આ ડિસ્કસ કરેલું છે. ક્લિયર? Now find out following for the given student table. You need to find out number of columns, number of records, different attributes, degree, and cardinality for this relation, for this table. Table is given to you. Now how you can give the answer? Same sequence. Number of column, જેમ તમે 6, 7, 8, 9 સિક્વન્સમાં આન્સર આપ્યો, એવી રીતે અહીંયા તમારે પહેલા ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર, કોમા બીજા ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર, કોમા ત્રીજા ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર, કોમા ચોથા ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર, કોમા પાંચમા ક્વેશ્ચન આન્સર, એવી રીતે ચેટમાં ટાઈપ કરવાનું છે. First, number of column, how many columns this relation contains, then number of records, then different attributes, name, then degree, and then cardinality. Clear? Again, let me revise. Row, horizontal part, vertical part હોય એને column ને attributes કહેવાય. જો કે આ explain કરવાની જરૂર નથી, ઓલરેડી આપણે લેબમાં સ્ટાર્ટિંગમાં જ કરેલું છે. પણ ખાલી બે વસ્તુઓ નવી છે, ડિગ્રી અને કાર્ડિનાલિટી. ડિગ્રી એટલે નંબર ઓફ કોલમ્સ અને કાર્ડિનાલિટી એટલે નંબર ઓફ ટપલ્સ, નંબર ઓફ રોઝ, નંબર ઓફ રેકોર્ડ્સ. ધેટ્સ ઇટ. Now time start now. Okay, I think you misunderstand the third one. Number of columns, that will be digit. Number of records, that will be digit. Different attributes, it means you need to name it. Then degree and then cardinality, again that is the number. Yeah, like Mukund answer 6, 5, column names, yes, Sanskar good. These all are the very fundamental. Before starting of DBMS subject, you should know all these things. These all are the general knowledge. Column કોને કહેવાય, row કોને કહેવાય, આ બધી general knowledge છે. ખાલી terms, terminology change થાય, that is the attribute and record and tuple. Mapping, sorry, cardinality and degree. Five. Okay. Okay, it's good. It's a correct. Now let's see the different types of keys. Again, I am warning all of you. Just remember all these things because these all are IMP for the 1 mark, 2 mark, 3 mark, 4 marks. Maybe in a 6 marks. They can combine all types of key and ask clear with example. So you need to remember this thing. Now let's start with the super key. Super key, one table is given to you on a screen. Now, super key is the set of one or more attributes. Attribute means column. One or more attributes whose value uniquely identifies. Uniquely identify, it means no duplication. Whose values uniquely identifies each record with a relation, with a table. So it is known as the super key. Super key is a set of one or more attributes, not a tuples. One or more attributes whose value uniquely identifies each record. It means जो भी रोज रिकॉर्ड है वो यूनिकली आइडेंटिफाई कर सके उतने एट्रीब्यूट्स So here enrollment number will be unique, roll number will be unique. So we can say that enrollment number may be a super key, enrollment number comma roll number may be a super key. Here you can find in the first line one or more attributes, એક કરતા વધારે column પણ હોઈ શકે, એક column p હોઈ શકે. Let's see. So here enrollment number, can we say it as a super key? So but obvious it's a correct. By using enrollment number attribute we can uniquely identify each record. આપણને બધી રો યુનિકલી મળશે, ક્યાંય ડુપ્લિકેટ નહીં મળે. હું એમ કહીશ S3 તો જતીન જ મળશે, S4 તો ગીત મળશે, S5 નીરજ મળશે, ક્યાંય એવું નહીં બને S2 કહું અને મને બે અલગ અલગ સેમ રો મળે. ક્લિયર? So this is the one example of super key. Now second example, roll number comma name comma branch. Can we say it is a super key? Again I am repeating the definition. Super key is a set of one or more attributes. આપણે પહેલા એક્ઝામ્પલ જોયું એક કોલમ એટ્રીબ્યુટ નતું, આ એક્ઝામ્પલ છે one or more attributes. Now identify whose value uniquely identifies each record with a relation. It means 101 dev it. આ જે રેકોર્ડ છે એ તમને યુનિકલી મળે છે, આ ત્રણ કમ્બાઈન કરો તો ચેક કરો whether it is super key or not. Type your answer in a chat either in yes or no. આ ત્રણ છે roll number comma name comma branch, is it super key or not? Type your answer in a chat. You can type either yes or y, no or n, shortcut. And if you remember this super key, definitely I am guaranteed you you will easily identify rest of definitions. Okay, everyone is saying yes, no one is saying no. It means it is very well understood by you. That's fine, good. So super key is enrollment number, maybe super key, roll number, comma name, comma branch. Now my next question, will age, comma birth date, comma city will be the super key or not? Type your answer in the chat. Age, comma birth date, comma city. આ ત્રણ એટ્રીબ્યુટ્સ ને કમ્બાઈન કરો તો આપણને યુનિકલી આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ મળશે રેકોર્ડ. ખાલી આ ટેબલ માટે કન્સિડર ન કરતા જનરલ એપ્રોચમાં વિચારજો. એજ, બર્થ ડેટ અને સિટી આ ત્રણ એટ્રીબ્યુટ્સમાં ડુપ્લિકેશન થઈ શકે ન થઈ શકે અને સુપર કી બની શકે કે ન બની શકે એ આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ કરવાનું છે. ટાઈપ યોર આન્સર ઇન અ ચેટ. I want to ask Shyam Makwana, why you have written yes? Can you justify this your answer? So answer is no. No is the correct answer, because if we combine these three, age, birth date and city, if we talk about these three attributes only, तो age सबकी 18 हो सकती है, birth date में भी same हो सकता है, city भी में भी same हो सकता है. So for these three attributes we can get duplicate value. There are possibility to get the duplicate value. That's why it will not be super key. Yes, if we include one more attribute in this, like enrollment number. If I add enrollment number, comma age, comma birth date, comma city, then will it become a super key or not? Type your answer in the chat, yes or no. Again, I am repeating, if I include enrollment number, comma age, comma birth date, comma city, then will it be a super key? Type your answer in the chat. So most of you have entered the yes. Let's see whether it is correct or not. Yes, definitely you can call it as a super key because enrollment number will be unique. તો S1 ની એજ 18 હોય, બર્થ ડેટ 1/5/2002 હોય ને સિટી રાજકોટ હોય, તો S2 હોય એની પણ એજ 18 હોઈ શકે, બર્થ ડેટ 1/5/2002 હોઈ શકે ને સિટી રાજકોટ હોઈ શકે, પણ બે રો ડિફરન્શિએટ થાય છે એનરોલમેન્ટ નંબર, યુનિક મળે છે S1 અને S2. That's why we can say super key. Now next, candidate key. So candidate key is the subset of the super key. So that's why I told you, if you remember if you understood very well super key, then candidate key will be easy. So candidate key is a single attribute or the least combination of attribute. Least એટલે ઓછામાં ઓછા. Least combination of attributes that uniquely identifies each record in a table. It is known as the candidate key. In another way, you can say that it's a subset of super key. Or in another way, we can say that candidate key is a super key for which no proper subset is a super key. एक पण proper subset super key ना हो, then it is known as the candidate key. These all are the possible definitions. Every candidate key is a super key, but every super key is not a candidate key because candidate key is a subset of super key. એટલે બધી સુપર કી છે એ તમારી કેન્ડિડેટ કી હોઈ શકે, પણ કેન્ડિડેટ કી છે એ તમારી સુપર કી ક્યારે હોઈ ન શકે પૂરેપૂરી. So let's see here, enrollment number, roll number. Can we say this is the candidate key? Type your answer in a chat. And again, let me repeat the previous one. Candidate key is a subset of a super key. Super key no subset. Okay, or subset, it may be a single attribute or least combination of attributes. ઓછામાં ઓછા combination of attributes no, which uniquely identifies each record in the table. Then it is known as the candidate key. Now, can we say enrollment number is the candidate key? Type your answer in a chat. Either in yes or no. Subset or super key. હજી યાદ રાખજો, super key ને તમે candidate key કહી શકો, પણ every candidate key cannot be super key. સો આપણને બધી રો અહીંયાથી યુનિકલી આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ મળે છે, એટલે આને આપણે કેન્ડિડેટ કી કહી શકીએ. નેક્સ્ટ રોલ નંબર, નેમ એન્ડ બ્રાન્ચ, એને આપણે કેન્ડિડેટ કી કહી શકીએ બીકોઝ રોલ નંબર થી યુનિકલી આઈડેન્ટિફાઈ થાય છે તમારે each and every rows. Next, primary key. Primary key that we already seen in a ER diagram. It means it identifies the column uniquely. That is known as the primary key. So it ensures that a column or a group of column identify uniquely each row in a table. Uniquely row multi, that is known as the primary key. So primary key is a candidate key that is chosen by the database designer to identify tuples uniquely in a relationship. So we can say that primary key will be the candidate key which is chosen by the database designer. Primary key may have one or more attributes. We can say that composite primary key also. But there is only one primary key in a table, one primary key in a relationship. And another most important thing that is you need to remember, that is primary key attribute value cannot be null. If we declare that column as a primary key, you must have to enter a specific data in particular column. It cannot be null. Null kyare nahi ho sake. That is known as the primary key. Now in this table, but obvious, we can say that enrollment number is the primary key. Already we have discussed in a first unit also in the lecture. So this is the primary key. And second one, candidate key. And primary key is chosen by the database designer. So but obvious, second one will be the candidate key, which is not chosen by the database designer. Now alternate key, alternate, name suggests its meaning, which is not chosen by the database designer. It is known as the alternate key. So alternate key is a candidate key. Alternate key is a candidate key that is not chosen by database designer to identify the tuples uniquely in a relationship. That is known as a alternate key. Here it is the primary key, and remaining candidate key is known as the alternate key, which is not chosen by the database designer. That's why I told you, if you understand first concept very well, then it's very easy for you. Next, foreign key. Name suggests its meaning, foreign. It means one attribute or set of attributes, collection of attributes in one table that refers to the primary key of another table, then it is known as the foreign key. It means we have two tables. In one table, we are having a primary key. In another table, which contains the column which is mentioned in a first table as a primary key, then it is known as the foreign key. So table containing the foreign key is called the child table, and the table containing the primary key, it is known as the parent table. This foreign key is also known as the referential integrity constraint. Constraint, it means rule, set of protocols, or we can say set of rule. So it is also known as the referential integrity constraint. Again, a foreign key as an attribute or collection of attribute in one table that refers to the primary key of another table. It means by this foreign key we can connect two tables. Let's see by example. Here we have two tables, student and another is the project. So here, if you observe, in a student table, we are having an enrollment number as a primary key. Name definitely will not be primary key. Branch and same, this all definitely will not be primary key. So by default, enrollment number, by using enrollment number, we can get the uniquely records. So and then enrollment number is the primary key for student table. Now in a project table, we have included the enrollment number, which is attribute of another table, then it is the foreign key. Like this, we have used the enrollment number, so that is the foreign key. So student will be the parent table and child table will be the project. So it is known as the foreign key. Clear? Is there any query, any doubt in any key? Super key, candidate key, alternate key, primary key, and foreign key. This much keys we have. Okay, let's move forward. Next concept, relational algebra operators. So definitely this one is the very most timely question. આમાંથી કોઈ પણ ક્વેશ્ચન નું કોમ્બિનેશન બની શકે. એક્ઝામમાં એવું પૂછાય છે, explain any two operator with example, or આવો પણ ક્વેશ્ચન હોય, explain selection and projection operator, explain division and rename operation. કોઈ બી કોમ્બિનેશન હોય એટલે કોઈ પણ ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછાઈ શકે, સ્પેસિફિક યા ફિર જનરલ. Explain selection and projection operator, that is specific thing, and explain any two operator with example, that is the general question. તો જનરલ ક્વેશ્ચન પૂછાય તો તમારા માટે બેનિફિટ છે કે તમને જે આવડતો ઈઝી લાગતો ઈ તમે આન્સર લખી શકો. એટલે તમે આમાં, and I recommend all of you which are easy that you need to write. પછી હાથે કરીને અઘરું લખવા જાવ માર્ક્સ કપાય. હોશિયારી દેખાડવા જાય કે ના ના મને આવડે છે, આઈ એમ સમથિંગ. તમારી જે સ્માર્ટનેસ દેખાડો છો લાઈવ લેક્ચર્સમાં, એ સ્માર્ટનેસ પેપરમાં દેખાડવા જો તબડકો થઈ જાય, મીન્સ માર્ક્સ કટ પણ થઈ શકે, કેમ કે સિલી મિસ્ટેક તમે કરીને આવ્યો તો એના કરતા બેટર છે જ્યાં સ્માર્ટનેસ દેખાડવાની હોય ત્યાં દેખાડે. પેપરમાં આપણને જે ઈઝી લાગતું હોય એવું લખી દેવાય, એટલે ઈઝી આવશે. સિલેક્શન, પ્રોજેક્શન, ક્રોસ પ્રોડક્ટ, તો એ બધા લખી શકો. So let's this all types of operators we have: selection, projection, cross product, division, rename, joins. In joins we have different types of join: natural join and outer join. In outer join we have again category: left outer, right outer, full outer join. એક વસ્તુ આવડે એટલે બાકી આવડી જાય joins outer. And set operators: union, intersection, minus, set difference, and then aggregate functions we have. And set operators already you learn this thing in a mathematics, union and intersection. So એ તમને આવડે છે. Let's start with the first one. First operator is the selection operator. These two operators are very easy: selection and projection, and IMP also. So yaad rakho. In the laboratory session, already we have implemented query like this: display all the columns and all the rows of account table. So you have simply written like this: select star from account. So that is the SQL query. If we want to write that same question, same answer in a relational algebra, then we need to use some symbols which are predefined, some notations that we need to use. Let's see one by one. First is the selection operator, and it is denoted as a sigma. It is denoted as a sigma. Notation is sigma, then condition and relation. So selection operator operation performed display particular tuples, particular records, particular row from a table that satisfy a given condition, or we can say that predicate. So whatever condition we have given in this after sigma, according to that it will display the tuples. So if we talk about SQL query, SQL query ની વાત કરીએ તો આપણે સિમ્પલ એવું લખીએ છીએ: display all columns whose city is equals to Rajkot. So SQL query will be like this: select star from account where city is equals to Rajkot. So city is equals to Rajkot is the condition. જેને સિટી રાજકોટ હશે એટલું આપણને મળશે, તો એને આપણે અહીંયા લખવું હોય તો કેવી રીતે લખી શકીએ? સિગ્મા, condition is city is equals to Rajkot, and relation is account. That's it. આ બધું કાંઈ લખવાની જરૂર નથી, એટલે આપણને સિલેક્શન ઓપરેટર થી એટલો આન્સર મળી જશે. Again I am repeating the operation. It will display particular tuples from a relation that satisfy a given condition or given predicate. it use this operator equal, less than, greater than, exclude, less or equal, greater equal, and operator or operator. Condition માં આપણે આટલા ઓપરેટર યુઝ કરી શકીએ. For example, one example is given to you here. Select all deposit which belongs to branch VRC. It means जिसका branch VRC है वो आपको डिपॉजिट में से डिस्प्ले करवाना है. So sigma branch name is equals to VRC in double quotation and the bracket માં relation નું નામ, that is the deposit. Clear? So this type way you can use the selection operator. So this is known as the relational algebra query. અને આપણે SQL query માં લખવું હોય તો આપણે સિમ્પલ એવું લખીએ, select star from deposit where branch name is equals to VRCE. પણ relational algebra લખવું હોય તો sigma b name is equals to VRCE from deposit. રીડ આવી રીતે કરે, લખાય આવી રીતે. Clear? So this is the selection operator. Let's see the example. Here one relation R is given. In that four attributes we have A, B, C, D, and you need to find out all records where A is equals to B and D greater than 5. બે condition end થી join થયેલી હોય એવો record display કરાવવાનો છે. So if I write this thing in a selection relational operator, then sigma bracket માં condition શું, A is equals to B and D greater than 5 and bracket ની અંદર relation R, relation name is R. So A is equals to B કોનું છે તો કે first row માં છે, third row માં છે અને fourth row માં છે. અને D greater than 5 કોનું છે તો કે D greater than 5 first row માં છે, third row માં નથી અને fourth row માં છે. તો આઉટપુટ માં જો first row અને fourth row. ક્લિયર? એ આપણને આઉટપુટ મળશે. So this is the example. આવું એક્ઝામ્પલ તમારે એક્ઝામમાં લખવું પડે. ભલે આટલો ડેટા ન લ્યો, બધી કોલમ ન લ્યો, તો સિમ્પલ લખી દેવાનું. અને આ હજી મેં કોમ્પ્લેક્સ કર્યું છે, એન્ડ ઓપરેટર થી યુઝ કર્યું છે. એથી ઈઝી એક્ઝામ્પલ તમને આનું મેં આપ્યું અત્યારે. આ જ એક્ઝામ્પલ લીધું, સિટી ઇઝ ઇક્વલ્સ ટુ રાજકોટ. આ ટેબલ તમારું સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ and display the detail of students belongs to Rajkot city. So sigma city is equals to Rajkot students. So simple રાજકોટ સિટી વાળું આપણી પાસે એક જ રો છે તો ઈ રો લખી દેવાની. So આવું સિમ્પલ એક્ઝામ્પલ એક્સપ્લેન કરી દો, તમારા માર્ક્સ કોઈ દિવસ કટ નહીં થાય, મિસ્ટેક થશે જ નહીં તમારે. ક્લિયર? Another example, display the detail of students belongs to IT branch and having an age greater than 17. Here two conditions are given. So sigma branch is equals to IT and operator, age is greater than 17 and relation name is student. તો અહીંયા આપણને મળશે branch IT બે છે, એક 18 એજ વાળું અને એક 17 એજ વાળું. તો 18 એજ વાળું S1 જે છે એ રો માં મળશે. પણ આ કોમ્પ્લેક્સ કદાચ તમને લાગતું હોય, not to all students, બધા સ્ટુડન્ટ્સ ને નહીં લાગતું હોય, તો તમારે પ્રીવિયસ વન વાળું આ ઈઝી વાળું છે આ લખી દેવાનું એક્ઝામ્પલ. ક્લિયર? અથવા તમને તમારું ઈઝી એક્ઝામ્પલ જે લાગતું હોય એ લખી દેવાનું. ક્લિયર? Is there any doubt in the selection operator? Is there any query in the selection operator? So today let's conclude this lecture up to this selection operator. From next lecture we are going to start the projection operator. At that time you need to remember the selection operator. એટલે પછી આપણે બેયનો યુઝ કરવાનો છે. સિલેક્શન ઓપરેટર અને પ્રોજેક્શન ઓપરેટર બે યાદ રાખવાના થશે. એટલે અત્યારે સિલેક્શન રિવાઇઝ કરી લેજો નેક્સ્ટ લેક્ચરમાં આવો ત્યારે. ક્લિયર? Is there any query, any doubt? Then you can ask me. So in the next lecture we will start rest of